Evening peeps, welcome back to the channel, welcome back. So tonight we've got round 7 of the P1RCs Renault Megane Trophy League. So we've got a 10-minute qualifier followed by a full 40-minute endurance race. They have to use a set of softs and mediums at some point throughout the race. So let's do a little bit of a lap, shall we? So slightly different track. If you've watched the channel for any length of time, you'll have seen Sardegna, but now we go for the longer version. Oh, let me turn that on so you can hear that. Can you hear that? We can hear that. Round turn 1 into turn 2 and 3, very similar to what it usually is. Down this little bit of a straight. Usually we would turn full left here. We do take a left, but it cuts off. We usually peel off further left. Instead we hook a right down this little bit of a straight, and then we get to the back half of this track. It's a little bit of a tricky one. Should be okay in these Meganes. Little left-hander there. Not quite a straight, but may as well be a straight here. Full power all the way along this, right up to the top of the hill. Left-hand elbow you've got to negotiate once you come through here. Way down the gears then. Just runs a little bit downhill as well. Got to be a little bit careful on that one. Little right, another almost straight down here. You see the barriers on the outside there, the red and whites. You do come up to a left-hander here. A little bit tricky, easy to run out wide on the exit of that one. And then this one as well, all the way down. It's a little bit of a slide on the exit of that. And a little kink down to the start-finish line. That's all we've got to negotiate. All the speed through there. Don't want to get that one wrong. Big piles of Armico ready to catch you out on that one, and then up to the line. And there is a lap of Sardegna A. So points wise, leading into round 7, Mockinwheat's leading the way with 153. We've got Marshall in second with 135. Manny in third with 125. Obi in 4th with 114 points. Dylan in 5th with 101 points. We've got Apache in 6th with 95 points. Pilgrim in 7th with 87 points. Tyre Slayer in 8th with 69 points. We've got Campo and Pugwash both on 65 points in joint 9th. Coffin Dodger in 11th with 54 points. Ricky J in 12th with 46 points. We have Fudder with 41 points in 13th, Ice Chand 14th with 40 points, Skippy in 15th with 30 points, and Bo in 16th with 16 points. So they are blacked out because they are stand-in drivers or reserve drivers. Right, that's that done. T-shirts and stickers still available, people. Hit me up, dartsmoker@googlemail.com. And let's get ourselves into the stream. Now I can turn the sound on. I know I haven't done GTTCC yet. I know. Perfect timing. We'll do an onboard lap. So up the hill then, down towards turn 1. Get a tricky one. Don't want to get yourself into that sand on the right hand side through these S's. Carry all the speed through these. Left, we would usually continue left. Instead we hang on the brakes into this right, and this straight into the left hand. It is an elbow. It does seem doesn't seem as tight as looks when you're going around it, to be honest. And this is the back straight, or pretty much back straight. Up the hill towards this left-hand elbow at the top then. Again, tricky, the track just tightens up as we hit the top here. Almost a straight, there are a couple of wiggles as you can see, but full power all the way through here, catching that curve on the right, getting on the brakes early for the left. Oh, I didn't think into the wall, that's the result. You can see a few of the drivers have gone off there. And the final corner, easy to run it wide on the exit, that one as well. And then full power, I hope, hanging it all the way over to the side to catch that apex on the right. Yeah, easily through there. Back onto this start finish straight. Thank you, Pilks. So, just been pushed off the top spot, Pilgrim, by Apache, but he's just been pushed off by Mocking Weeks. So he's now Mocking on that top spot and he throws himself in the pits. He's got a 1:49.909 for that fast lap. Skippy just throws himself into second there as well with a 1:52.75. Apache third, 1:50.3. Marshall in fourth, 1:50.6 on board for him. Nice Chand in the lobby tonight, fifth, currently 1:50.8. Manny just staying out of the way of Bo coming through. He's sixth currently on the grid, 1:50.833. Obi-Wan seventh, 1:51.4 on the board for him. Coffin Dodger in eighth, 1:52.1. Pilgrim is in ninth, he's got a 1:52.1 himself. Bo is in 10th, 1:52.3. Fudder in 11th with a 1:53.1. Ricky J in 12th with a 1:53.4. Campo in 13th, 1:53.6. Dylan currently at the back, 56.6 on the clock for him. He's a dark horse, Dylan. He'll come in right near the end of qualifying and put a smasher lap in, you watch. Shout out to the new subscriber, I don't know who you are, didn't give me a name. Go from 714 to 715, but who you are, I don't know. Last one was over a week ago, that was Mr. Ainsworth, thank you. Ricky J getting a little wobble through there. Dylan just warming himself up. It is still this man on pole then. 1:49.909. Apache's retaken second, so he skimmed a little bit of time off his previous, just over a tenth of a second he's managed to gain. Pushes Skippy down into third. Nice chance, moved up the field as well, back up into fourth, 1:50.3 for him. He's sticking a different set of tyres on. Still not 100% sure on what these tyre rules are. I was under the impression that use the mediums in qualifying to put your qualifying lap in, then you had to stick the softs on, you had to put the mediums on for the race, but who knows. It seems to have changed every week. Quite like this circuit, to be honest. Helps when you race to have good results. When you have good results at a circuit, obviously it makes it a little bit better. Ooh, just catch Campo dipping a wheel on the outskirts of the track there, manages to keep hold of it. Again, just kicking up the muck on the exit of that turn as well. Too many pasties. Too many pasties, Campo. Moves himself up into 8th. Skippy's thrown it. Oh, who was that? It's Obi-Wan just getting it backwards. Stay out of the way while Campo comes through. Fresh set of boots on for him. See if he can better his time. Still knocking on that pole though. Not gone any quicker. 1/4 of a second faster than Apache. Again, we're just waiting for this man to come through and steal it right at the end. It's his usual game. Or he'll be close. He'll be right up there. This time, this is an outlap. Let's see what he's got in this next one. It'll have to be now or never. It's only a 10-minute qualifier. He's got just over a minute left, so it's this lap or nothing for Dylan. Apache, where's the next time in line? Oh, you're actually coming up towards the start-finish line, so we'll see. We'll get another opportunity here for another lap. So 1:15.3, that keeps him in 3rd. There's a few drivers coming up to the line then. Across. I think these lot will get across. Will Obi make it? It wasn't Obi. Who was it? Pills? No. There it is. Final lap anyway on screen. Who has crossed the line? Anybody yet? A couple of drivers coming up towards the line. We'll just keep our eye on Dylan. 32 on the clock at the minute. Drivers already crossing the line though, taking those positions from quali. Just see what this man's got. Is he going to stick himself? Oh, only 5th. So currently it's Ice Chand who's come through on an absolute stormer, a 1:49.833. He sticks himself on pole, although Pilgrim and Mockin together a little bit. I can get a bit of a toe off of Pilgrim. Oh, he's run himself wide though, carrying far too much speed into that turn. It's cost him potentially getting that top spot back. So who has crossed the line then? Come on, why don't you show me flags? I'm not seeing. Okay. It's just going to be as they come across the line then. It's not giving me that they've finished. We've still got a few drivers out on track. Mockin. Ice Chan just coming back up towards the line as well. Mockin's not been able to do it. Apache's done. Skippy comes across sideways. Campo's finished in 5th. Dylan's finished in 6th. We've missed the rest. We'll have a quick look. There. So Ice Chand on that top spot then. Mockin 2nd. Apache 3rd. Skippy 4th. Campo 5th. Dylan in 6th. Pilgrim in 7th. Marshall in 8th. Obi in 9th. Manny 10th. Bo in 11th. Coffin Dodger in 12th. Footer in 13th. And Ricky J 14th. So 5 minutes till lights out. Again, they do have to use mediums and softs throughout this race. 40-minute endurance. Hope you're all thinking about their strategy now, where they've come on track. Makes a big difference to what tyres you want to start with. If you start from the back, do you stick a set of softs on and try and push through? But when you're fighting your way through those back markers, you're blowing your tyres out quicker, so you have to stop earlier, and then you're on the mediums, which is the slower tyre for longer. Ooh, what do you do? What do you do? Or if you front, you stick the softs on, try and fire it off down the track and get away from everybody else. Or stick a set of mediums on and try and hold some people up on the softs a little bit while they blow their softs out, giving you the advantage when the tyre change comes. These are the things you have to consider. So a pretty full lobby tonight then, 14 drivers. It's a good league that is usually represented by a full lobby. Someone's going to have to remind me how many rounds we've got of this left. I'm never going to find it in the chat, am I? Never going to find it in the chat. So what can Ice Chan do from the front then? What tyres is he going to stick on? He's been pretty consistent when he's been racing, Ice Chan. He's been up there with the fast boys. One or two little mistakes, just catching them out, allowing the overtakes to happen. But in general, he's right up there. Don't you lot forget to hit that like and share and stuff button. Do it. Hit that button. Now, what's people's tyre strategy going to be as well? You know, last time we had an endurance, it was a full 40 minutes again. We had drivers coming in about on the softs, they were coming in about the 14-minute mark onwards, I think. Maybe a little bit early for the softs, but then we had other drivers holding on to them to about the 20-minute mark before swapping onto the mediums. Or vice versa. So, a couple of seconds away really from race start. There we go. Give me the options. Nope, everyone's just putting random stuff in. I'm going to chuck some random stuff in. It was a good race that we haven't had yet. See you again. That's right, Manny. What else? What else can we get in quickly? What else can we get in quickly? What should we have? I have trouble with these tyres. Let me send that. I do struggle with them. Right, it says 19 on that clock then, Pads. I don't want to change track. Just done an intro for this track. Do want it to start soon though. Go on, Pilgrim. You said 19. It says 20 on my clock now. Come on. Here we go. So round 7 of P1RCs Renault Megane Trophy League just about to start then. Full 40-minute endurance here at Sardegna. When it lets me in. Here we go then. Ice Chand on pole, Mockin second, Apache third, Skippy fourth. What can Ice Chand do from the front? He's on the soft tyres as well. Mockin is also on the soft tyres up front. Lights go on then. We are away for round 7. It's a good start by everyone, I think, except Ricky J. Got a little bit of a poor start at the back. Ice Chand does hold the lead though, heading up the hill. Though he's having a couple of drivers having a little look at him coming into turn 1. Apache having a think about diving up the inside. Mockin's trying to run around the outside, but it is Ice Chand that holds on to that. Now towards turn 4, really. Holding his nerve though through these first few corners with all these drivers behind him. Oh, he's gone too far, he's pressed too many buttons. So coming up to the halfway point of lap 1, it is still Ice Chand leading. Mockin second, Apache third, Campo into fourth, Dylan 5th, Skippy 6th, Pilgrim 7th, Marshall in 8th, Manny in 9th, Obi in 10th, Bo in 11th, Ricky J in 12th, Fudder in 13th, and Coffin Dodger 14th. Every little helps for Coffin Dodger. A little look at the inside of Fudder coming through there. Again, it's quite a tight track on these almost straights. Get yourself into position to make a move. There's a corner. Oh, Fudder's gone massively wide. A few drivers, in fact. Ricky J's gone wide. Coffin Dodger comes through to take that position. Let's get ourselves back up front then. Ice Chand still leading onto this long start-finish straight. Mockin within tow range. It will close up on Ice Chand before turn 1. It's enough to make the move. I don't think it's going to be. There might be a little bit of action happening behind, actually. There is, as Dylan finds his way past Campo, Skippy and Apache. To third he goes on the medium tyre as well for Dylan, really pushing them. He's looking to run around Mockin Weeks here as well, going for second. Weeks with the inside line, Dylan trying to keep his wing up the inside, which he does. Mockin Weeks then has to take the longer line around the outside here. A little bit of a switch on for Dylan. They are side by side still. Mockin Weeks will have the advantage through this left hand elbow. Say that, Dylan just keeps it planted through there. Still right next to him, actually gets himself in front just on the exit of that one. Dylan into second, then Mockin third. Apache fourth. Skippy in 5th, a little bit of a gap back to Marshall in 6th, Manny in 7th, Pilgrim in 8th, Campo dropped from 5th to 9th, then, oh, sorry, 4th to 9th? Too many pasties. Obi-Wan in 10th, Bo in 11th, Ricky J 12th, Coffin Dodgers with him, and Fudder after getting himself back on track, 14th, 2.1 seconds down. Look at this, Ice Chand now, battle behind, has given him a great big pile of breathing room, 1.7 seconds back to Dylan. Ice Chand on that faster tyre, Dylan on the medium. That gap not opening up now though. Apache might be in a good position here to go for a move on Mockin. Mockin's got a little bit of a toe off Dylan, so he's not closing up as much as he'd like. A bit closer up towards turn 1, but it's not going to be enough unless he goes for the late dive. He does have a think about it. Oh, a little bit of contact there between him and Mockin. And there you go. Unfortunately, Apache, knowing he'd made contact with Mockin, Mockin's had to take avoiding action to not go on the sand. Apache's given him that position back, but unfortunately for him, that's allowed Marshall and Skippy to get in between himself and Mockin. Still a big pile of drivers all together on circuit. Coffin Dodger up into 11th, then Ricky J 12th, Footer in 13th. Bo now drops himself to 14th. 9 seconds back as well on the mediums. Chandon continues to lead, 1.8 seconds. Dylan closing up on him very, very slowly. Go faster sector. Still a punch-up happening for these midfield positions, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Back end of that fight as well. There is the Campo in his Ginstermobile. The Dodger, a little bit of breathing room behind as well to Ricky J. 1.5 seconds back to the Sheep. He's got another 3.8 back to Footer. And Bo, unfortunately, 6.4 down, but he's closing that gap up on on Footer in front. Chand gaining a bit of time on Dylan. It's about 3/10 on him. Still got life left in the mediums. In the softs. But how long will a set of softs last? Will they do? Are they going to look to run half the race? Is he going to pit early? Dylan whisper his mediums into life. Look, he's already pulled a bit of time back on Ice Chan. That was 2.1 seconds. It's straight back to 1.9. Helicopter doing funny things in the background. Mockin Weeks then in 3rd, 2 seconds behind Dylan, 1.9 seconds ahead of Apache. Battle for 4th then kicking off. We've got Apache, Pilgrim, Marshall, Manny, Skippy and Obi all having a little fight for that one. Leading that train through these S's then. Drivers are looking for a way past him. But Marshall under a bit of pressure from Pilgrim behind. He's got his own concerns with Manny looking in his rearview mirror. Marshall and Manny almost off circuit there. Pilgrim had a little think about having a go at the inside. Marshall, oh! Going to run a bit slow out of that corner, Marshall, but he's managed to keep the speed up. Pilgrim's all over his rear bumper though, heading down here. Goes for the move. Marshall decided not to tuck himself behind Apache for the toe. Pilgrim is though. He will still be getting a bit of a toe down here. Marshall saying no. Still holding up the inside. He's still there. Maniac. Dropped him to 6th though. Manny all over the back of him for 7th. 3-way battle into this next corner. Oh, Marshall has to slam the brakes on. As Manny to get through. He outbrakes himself a little bit. Oh, it's a punch up now. Marshall, Manny and Skippy looking for a way through just in the background. Pilgrim gives himself a little bit of breathing room here then. Nice spoiler. Oh, Manny's into the... Oh, and he's clipped Marshall. Easy to get it wrong here, and there's 4 cars all having a little punch up for this one. Skippy trying to push Marshall along so he can find enough room to get past Manny. Tiny bit of contact between those two. Skippy also looking to come up the inside of Manny through there. Marshall gets his swap on, holds onto it. Gaps starting to open up slowly then on track. Get ourselves back up front. What is the damage? Ice Chan then. 2.4, nearly 2.5. He has just hit 2.5 seconds ahead of Dylan. 2.6 now. Needs to be finding that time. Doesn't want Dylan to be closing up on him on those mediums. And needs to make enough time that he can hold on to that lead when he does need to come in and pit. Dylan second, holding himself right there with him in third. Apache in fourth, big gap back to him then, 2.1 seconds, another 1.5 back to Pilgrim in fifth, 1.4 back to Marshall in sixth, Skippy in seventh, just 0.6 of a second back, Obi-Wan in eighth, 0.4 back, Campo in ninth, right behind Obi, 0.7, Manny making a mistake, drops himself down to 10th then behind Campo. J into 11th, 7 seconds back from Manny. Footer another 4 seconds behind him. Bo is 5.7 seconds behind him in 13th, and Coffin Dodger 14th. We're a long way down, 2 minutes 29. He's over a minute behind Bo, so I'm not sure what's happened to Coffin Dodger. Nice Chandon. Comfortable at the minute. What are we? Lap 6. 10.5 minutes in. 30 minutes left of this one to go. Plenty of life left in the mediums, plenty of life left in the softs. It's just who can whisper them the best. Starting to chip away at that time between himself and Dylan as well. Again, Dylan could just have taken his time on those mediums, pressing as hard as he needs to, maybe not pressing completely. Now still at 3/4 of a second though. Apache trying to bring that time down in fourth. Skippy's up into sixth then, now being harassed by Marshall. 3 back, we'll get a little bit of a toe coming up here. Not going to be up before turn 1, I don't think. Obi's being dragged along as well. There's Campo in 9th, being hounded by Manny in 10th. Throw a Ginster's pasty on his windscreen. Launch one out the window, go on. These tricky set of S's then, off the short course onto this long A version. Gaps really opening up then. Marshall dipping a wheel on the grass through that the exit of that right-hander. I think that's given Obi a little bit of a look. Chasing along this straight. Only going to take a slight mistake for positions to change here. Ricky J then pretty much out on his own. There is Footer just in the background, 3 seconds behind him. There's Bo another 3 seconds behind him. And unfortunately, poor Coffin Dodger, long way down. Chan then, 2.5 seconds up front. Dylan still holding that second position. Mockinweek's keeping that 3/4 of a second gap between them, and that is allowing Apache to chip away at that time as well. That gap's down to 1.8. Skippy's broken away now in 6th. Marshall Obi still battling it out for 7th. Obi has a little look up the inside into turn 1. He's got the position. Marshall gives him plenty of room through there as well. Positions changed then. Obi 7th, Marshall 8th. Campo tucked onto the back end of this fight now in 9th. Mario Kart them with Ginsters. Mario Kart them. Red pasty and a green pasty. That's what you need to be launching. double stab at that corner, just slowed him down a teeny bit. These are the tiny mistakes that just cost one or two drivers a tenth here or there. Still getting a toe up the hill though. Chunks it down a gear early to stop this thing spinning up. Himself 0.4 of a second behind Marshall. And he's all on his own in 10th though, 5.2 seconds down. He was right behind Campo. Jay's opened up the gap between himself and Fudder. Fudder and Bo are neck and neck though, running up this back straight. Dodger, every little is not helping tonight, unfortunately, for Coffin Dodger. So Ice Chand continues to lead, but he's lost a big chunk of that time. It was 2.5 seconds, it's down to 2.1. Dylan's really pressed then. He's managed to pull a little bit of a gap between himself and Mocking Weeks here as well. Fastest lap for Mockin currently, 149.9. Apache's just keeping it at that 1.8 seconds as well. Not been able to close that gap down anymore. Pilgrim's lost a bit of time to that fight up front. Oh, Bo's left the room, unfortunately. I don't know. There was a battle between him and Fudder, so I'm not sure if there was a tiny bit of contact maybe between those two. Whether he just wasn't getting on with it. Oh no, Marshall's down to 11th. He's got it all wrong somewhere. How have I missed you spinning round? Oh, you haven't spun around. You've been in the pits. Fresh set of tyres. I can see now. It says out lap. Okay, so at the 16-minute mark, the mediums come off. The softs go on for Marshall. Does that start a wave of stops here? Still looking pretty good up front for Ice Chand. He's losing a bit of time here though to Dylan. Gap down another 0.3 of a second, down to 1.8. Mockin just hanging on to this as well in third. Dylan is making a little move here, I think. Just trying to close that gap up on Ice Chan, get himself far enough in front of Mocking Weeks. And again, when will they come in for tyres? Are they going to wait for the 20-minute mark? Is people going to risk running longer on the softs? Just while we're on board with Dylan, he has just taken fastest lap, 149.979 off of Mockin. Apache drags that Renault down the wall. That's going to slow him down a little bit. Gap's already stretched up to 2.2 seconds, so his soft tyres just starting to lose that little bit of grip now. I think that's the same problem that Ice Chan's got. Mediums on board for Pilgrim then. Skippy on the softs. Obi-Wan on the mediums. Campo is on a set of softs. Mediums on board for Manny. Fudder on a set of mediums. Got Marshall on a set of softs now. And Ricky J still on his mediums. Chand again continues on with those softs, not stopping just yet. Dylan also stays out. Mocking Weeks stays out. Apache stays out. Pilgrim stays out on his mediums. Lots of life left in those. Skippy, plenty of life left in his softs. Obi as well on mediums, no problem. Campo stays out. Manny stays out. Fudder to this final corner. Plenty of life left in his mediums at the minute. Wouldn't expect him to come in the pits. Marshall's just put a fresh set on, so he shouldn't be in, and plenty of life left in Ricky J's as well. Managing them well at the minute then, Ice Chand. 2.5 seconds gap, so he's made up a little bit of time over Dylan. I've just seen a tiny little mistake or two from Dylan set in on maybe the exit of some of these tighter corners. He's trying to utilise as much of the track as possible, but sometimes just things like that, that little swap there, tyres give out when he puts the throttle down. Slows him down just enough to keep Ice Chand with that gap he's got at the minute. Keeps Mocking Weeks right in the picture as Mocking Weeks runs it a little bit wide through there. Doesn't lose too much time though coming into this final corner. Hopefully his tyres aren't too dirty. Loses a tiny bit of time here. Back onto this start-finish straight then. Are we going to see anybody risking a pit? Nice chance stays out. Dylan comes in this lap. Apache stays out. Mocking stays out. Pilgrim stays out, Skippy stays out. Okay, who's that? That's Manny in the background, fires himself in the pits as well. Getting rid of those mediums, plenty of life left in those, but faster tyre incoming. Footer on his mediums. What will he do? Will he pit now? Already be in, so we'll see where he ends up when everybody else has finished pitting. Ricky J is not stopped yet either. So Ice Chand now with a very comfortable 2.2 seconds lead. Again, this will all change when they come back into the pits. Job on those mediums then to, where did he start? 5th or 6th on the grid? Managed to get his way through to 2nd and held it up there with the boys on the soft tyres as well for that first stint. Still reasonably consistent laps, all 50s that I can see on the screen there. From lap 3 up to lap 11, all 150s. Mocking Weeks has just managed to squeeze that 149 in there, so nice chance to come in this time. No, he doesn't. Mocking Weeks also stays out as well. Apache comes in this lap then, so we're over the halfway mark. Soft tyres still being railed here at Sardegna. Skippy stays out. Pilgrim stays out. He's on the medium tyres, so there's plenty of life left in those. Again, they do have to use a set of softs and a set of mediums at some point throughout the race. And I do believe there might be a minimum lap count as well, so you might have to do sort of an out lap, a full lap, or 2 laps or something. Campo as well, still rolling about on his softs. Dylan's been in, he's put his soft tyre on then. Out in 6th position. Apache comes out in the mediums in 7th, 4.1 seconds behind him. Obi's on the soft tyre now for stint 2. Footer's not stopped yet. Marshall has been in quite early, starting to show a bit of wear on his 2nd set of tyres. Manny's been in fresh set of softs. Jay still not pit yet. So Ice Chand continues to lead, 3.6 seconds. Still putting in low 150s here. Seems pretty happy with his tyres at the minute. Half worn on that front right, which will start costing him. some of these corners. He stays out for another lap here. Mocking Weeks also stays out. Pilgrim on the mediums, being harassed by Skippy on the softs. Neither driver opting for a stop on this lap. Skippy going for the move first. He's right behind Pilgrim coming up the hill. Side by side coming into turn one. Pilgrim holds the advantage, but Skippy just drives round the inside using that slightly grippier tyre, just able to hang it in there. They are worn, but they are still the faster tyre, still the grippier tyre. Pilgrim has to drop into fourth then. Campo fifth, still not stopped. Dylan sixth, 12.8 seconds behind Campo. 33.9 seconds behind Ice Chand. Don't know how long a pit stop here is. Let's have a look. It's about 31 seconds-ish. Be very close. Apache then fresh tyres. Obi now fresh tyres. Marshall on his semi-worn fresh tyres. Oh, Footer almost off track there. Manny's got fresh boots on. Footer still on his mediums. Ricky J still on the mediums. Chan's not been able to pull away from Mocking Weeks though. He's kept that gap bang on 3.5 seconds. Oh, you're running out of time to put those mediums on, boys. This time for Ice Chand either. So he just hits the 151 mark there. Let's just make sure that's right. Yeah, the first of the 151s showing up on screen then. That might be the indicator for him to come in. We're still rolling on the 150s. So he does make a little bit of time up on Ice Chand. Skippy still yet to stop. Campo not stopped yet either. Pilgrim's in the pits now. He's going to come through to take that position off him. Still 32 seconds behind race leader. It's about a 32-33 second pit stop. So it's going to be very close, but Dylan's softs are slowly getting worse, slowly wearing out. And these boys are ready to change now, I can assume, but I've pretty much got to do it this lap. 27 minutes then, running out of fuel as well. In bad times though. Again, Ice Chand just dropping that 151 there. It'll upset him, I'm sure. The King stays out again then. Ice Chand. Mocking Weeks also. Plenty of life left, plenty of fuel left on the Mocking Weeks car. There's Chand tank flashing red at him. The whip 151 he's put in there. Mocking Weeks again sticks another 150 in. Consistent then Mocking. Skippy's been pretty much on the 150s as well. Campo 51s for the majority of it. Again, still not stopped yet for this man. There is Dylan, slowly but surely chopping that time down between himself and race leader. Apache unable to close that gap up on those mediums. He's got Pilgrim for company, just 1.3 seconds back. Pilgrim on that faster tyre as well. Shouldn't be able to close up. Probably get that position before tyres wear out, but whether Apache can get that back before the end of the race. We'll see Obi on the fresh set of softs as well. He's Marshall on his soft, chasing him down 1.9 seconds. Manny's behind him on his fresh softs, just a second back. Footer's 8.1 seconds back, still not stopped yet on the mediums. Oh, Ricky J's picked up a penalty. Not anymore, he hasn't, loses that there. He again has not stopped yet. Still rolling about on the medium tyre for Ricky J. Not anymore, he's coming in the pits. No, he's not. No, he's not. You lied to me, Ricky J. Nice. Chan then struggling a little bit. His time dropped down to 1.6 seconds. He comes in the pits, closely followed by Mocky Weeks. Now, what's Skippy going to do? He's got another lap of fuel left in that car. He's opting to stay out for another one. Campo holding fourth as well. Again, still got plenty of fuel left in that car. Stays out for another lap. Dylan then round this final little kink. Always get released. Fuel going in now. Where do they come out on track behind Dylan? There he goes up the hill. Weeks having to take on less fuel. He's able to make the jump on Ice Chan, so he gets himself into fourth. Ice Chan fifth. Dylan then 4 seconds ahead of them on that soft tyre. Mockin and Ice Chan both on that medium tyre now. Campo has not stopped yet, so he's only 5 seconds ahead of Dylan. He'll be out of the equation, as will Skippy when he decides to come in. About what Dylan can do then on the soft tyres versus Mockin and Ice Chan behind him on those mediums. He's already pulling a little bit of time on them, as to be expected. Pilgrim's up into 6th then, Apache 7th, Obi in 8th, Marshall 9th, Annie in 10th. 39 seconds back, he's just stopped. Fresh set of softs on for him though. 40 seconds down though from Manny, and Ricky J comes in the pits now. His pink and green pit crew waiting for him. He'll stick a set of softs on when he comes out. So Skippy should be in right about now. There he is. 13.4 seconds lead over Campo. Going to end up coming in the pits this lap as well. No, he's risking it for a biscuit on another one. Those softs are absolutely worn out. Skippy in the pits then. Dylan goes through. Mocky Weeks and Ice Chan will go through. They are losing more time to Dylan in front. The gap between Mockin and Ice Chan has opened up a little bit as well. That's up to a second. Out the pits then, fresh set of mediums on. Up towards turn 1, Pilgrim's carrying all sorts of speed up towards that one though. Nothing Skippy could do with that, he just wasn't carrying enough speed out of the pit lane to try and defend that from Pilgrim. So Pilgrim goes through to 5th on a fresh set of softs. Skippy comes out of the pits right behind him on a fresh set of mediums. There is Apache having a battle with Obi, 7th and 8th. Medium tyre versus soft tyre again here. Marshall being hunted by Manny. So the midfield fight all getting back together then. Marshall and Obi side by side through there, but Obi carries the speed through on that softer tyre. Nothing Marshall can do. Oh, sorry, Apache. Softs starting to show a bit of wear now. Whether they'll last another 7 minutes, we'll see. And he's up right behind him for that one. Footer 49 seconds down on the softs, and Ricky J, after coming out the pits, 37 seconds behind him in 12th. Campbell leads, but he's going to come in the pits. There he goes. Dylan will take the lead of the race then. And we'll just see what the time is between himself and Mockin. There it is, opening up still to Mockin Weeks, 5.7 seconds. Nice chance, managed to keep himself in the fight here. Got himself back in the slipstream range of Mockin Weeks into turn 1. Blue flags. Through there between Mockin and Ice Chand. Ice Chand a 10th on Mockin. Pulls a little bit of time on him into that left hand elbow. Pilgrim and Skippy having a bit of a fight at the minute. Skippy's just got past him, and sorry, Pilgrim's just got past him after Skippy got out of the pits. But he is on that faster tyre. Skippy needs to keep it right there with him. Those tyres to wear out a little bit. Obi then pulls a bit of time from the battle he was having behind between Marshall and oh no, it was Apache. Apache's dropped himself down to 8th then. Campo's been in the pits, fresh set of tyres, and Manny has also been in, fresh set of tyres on board for him. Big gaps at the back of the field then. Jay just about to get overtaken by a race leader. A bit of awareness from the pair of them. He's already miles ahead, in fact, Dylan. Thought they were coming out of that corner side by side, but no. So he's still pulling time up front then, Dylan, on that softer tyre. Plenty of life left in that. Should easily last the 4 minutes left of this 7th round. 7.2 seconds over Mockin Weeks. He's lost all sorts of time coming through turn 1. Ice Chan goes for a move up the inside. Mockin Weeks tries to scoot back over to the inside to take that position off him. Gets back on the outside through here. Run this time. Side by side with Mockin running up this hill. Got the inside line coming into this next turn as well. 2nd he goes. Mockin late braking, looking to run around the outside. Wasn't to be. Mockin then slots himself into 3rd. Ice Chan 2nd. Now 8.7 seconds behind Dylan. He's still in good position here though. Get the slipstream on the exit this final corner. Maybe make a run on Ice Chan down towards turn 1. The drivers want to get that one perfect. Don't want to give either of the competitors an advantage coming out of there. So you've got 0.38 behind Ice Chan, that is coming down. Little yellow Renault getting ever so slightly bigger. That's a 1/4 of a second. Ice Chan just peels it across. Mockin Weeks is going to go for the late dive here, is he? No, he's not. Backs off, tiny bit of contact between the pair of them. Mockin backs off to not take advantage of that tiny mistake. Battle between these two, Mockin Weeks and Ice Chan then, last few minutes of this race. Pilgrim's holding 4, Skippy's trying to close it down, but unfortunately he's being closed down himself by Obi. He might be able to make a push for that 4th position before the end of the race. Marshall in 7th, Apache in 8th, Campo in 9th, Manny in 10th, Footer in 11th, and Ricky J 13th. He's just put on a masterclass though since he's put the soft tyres on, Dylan. 151 on his out lap, and then 149s all the way through to that last lap just gone, where he's just hit a 150. where it's at the minute. Ice Chan mocking Weeks, bumper to bumper. It is just about to kick off a fourth as well. Oh, mocking Weeks goes for a dive up the inside into this final turn. Gives Ice Chan plenty of room. It's a drag race then down this start-finish straight. Bump drafting, it's not going to help them now too far towards the end of the race for that to benefit them in the chase to Dylan. Ice Chan goes defensive, mocking Weeks looks to run slightly to the outside here, but again it's not going to work. Let's see what's happening behind. Yes, I thought these boys were getting a bit close together. Obi then has got himself past Skippy. He's now having a look for that fourth position off of Pilgrim. Trying to run around the outside and then to the inside through these S's. Great bit of driving between these two, and Obi squeezes his way through. Pilgrim has a little look to get back up the inside into this corner. Oof, almost took out Obi's rear quarter. There's another little look coming through there. Obi runs wide. Does that benefit Pilgrim? No, it doesn't. Final lap then being displayed. Who's going to be the first to cross the line? It is going to be Manny. He takes 10th then. Footer's going to come home in 11th. Ricky J will take 12th, but let's get back to the fights happening on track. Dylan's easily going to take the win here. Battle for second is properly kicking off. Let's just see what's happening. Obi comfortably in that fourth at the minute. Weeks all over the back of Ice Chan again around these last few corners. It's going to be a drag race to the finish. Ice Chan trying to make that Renault as wide as he possibly can. Oh no, I think Mocking Weeks might be pushing him down towards the line. Has a little look up the inside through the kink, but not able to get his wing up the inside, so it is going to be Ice Chan that comes home in. Well, it nearly wasn't. I thought Mocking Weeks was carrying all sorts of speed through there, but it is Dylan that takes the win. Ice Chan comes home in second. Great battle with himself and Mocking Weeks there. Mocking taking third. Obi-Wan coming home in fourth. Fast at the end then on that set of soft tyres. Skippy takes fifth. He did get himself back past Pilgrim. Pilgrim comes home in sixth then. Marshall takes seventh. Apache takes 8th. Campo just coming up towards the line. He takes 9th. Manny has already crossed the line, taking 10th. Footer takes 11th. Ricky J, we just saw backwards across the line for 12th. And unfortunately, we did lose Bo about a quarter of the way mark. I think he might have ended up off track and a long way, or just spinning around lots and not enjoying it. So he left the lobby. Never mind. That's enough of you, Dylan. Taking the win then. Again, once he got those soft tyres on, just was able to push on those. And Mocking and Ice Chan, who were up front and quite comfortably up front, and just weren't able to put it on him, unfortunately, before the end of that one. Oh, flipping X straight, booted out the lobby. All right. But yep, that's going to be it for round 7 tonight. As you can see, we've already been kicked out of the lobby, so there's definitely no more racing from that one. I'm back tomorrow night at 8:30 for the next round of the Mini Martini League for the DSC or DMK sim racing community. And then I promise, Tuesday, I'll catch up with the GTTCC final round. I don't know why I've not done it yet. I could have done it today, but just did other things instead, unfortunately for you lot. So that's how it is. We've got the new P1 Supercar League starting on Thursday as well at 9 o'clock. So that's like Maseratis and things like that these boys, I don't think they've got tune-in or any kind of, I think it's just old school, try and throw you in a wall and kill you supercars. I think that's what that's running. So that's Thursday night at 9 o'clock. Sunday night at 9 o'clock for the next round of the Renaults, and Monday night at 8:30 for the Minis. So that's tomorrow night. So yeah, that's what we've got at the minute. Thursday night. I think there's only one more round of this as well. So just hold on to your hats, because if I'm away at the weekend, so I might miss the final round of this as well. We'll see. I'm hoping to be back in time, but You never know. You never know. But yeah, that's what we've got coming up. Monday night, 8:30, Thursday night at 9 o'clock, and Sunday night at 9 o'clock. Come and check it out. So that's it for tonight, people. I hope you've liked what you've watched. If you have, make sure you click those like buttons. Subscribe if you haven't, please. Trying to get those watch numbers up. Trying to get those subscribers up. Get to that monetization mark. And if anyone can help me out with that, just leaving videos playing in the background, great. Just select all Dark Smokers, play, and just leave it on an old phone or something. Just leave it playing in the background. All those videos. Thanks. It'd be much appreciated. Get paid by YouTube for this stuff, eh? Why not? It'll only be about 10 pence a month or something, but and taxed probably. But there you go. But that's it from me tonight, people. Again, like, comment, subscribe, all that sort of stuff. But most of all, what I want you to do is tell your mates and tell your mums. My name's Dark Smoker. I'm out of here.